Again, my name is Mrs. Kennard, and I am a registered dietitian. Does anybody know what a registered dietitian does?
No.
Yes?
You're like a person who checks into, like when you're at the register and you make sure the foods are healthy.
That's very good. Anybody else? Yeah?
That thing.
You're still thinking? And you?
Kind of like a food doctor.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of like a food doctor. Very good. Dietitians can, as you said, work in the food service and make sure foods are healthy, even like in your lunch cafeteria. And they also work at doctor's offices and try to help people eat healthy. So today I'm here to kind of talk to you about how to make our lunch healthy. Okay, who knows all 5 food groups? Anyone? Okay, you first.
Grain. Do you want me to say all of them?
You can say one. How about that? Grains. That's a great start.
Proteins.
Proteins. Good.
Vegetables.
Vegetables. And fruits. Does anybody know the 5th? You're right here. Meat? Well, meat falls into the protein. That's great. Anybody else?
Dairy.
Dairy, exactly. You guys are so smart. Those are all 5. So we have grains, proteins, vegetables, fruits, and dairy. That's great. So those are our 5 food groups. What I'd like to do is give each of you a little handout. And on this handout activity sheet, they have different names of fruits and vegetables and proteins and grains. So what we're going to do is, as a group, try to match out each of these foods to the right food group. There we go. Does everybody have a pencil?
Yes.
Yeah? All right. So who'd like to read the first word on the activity sheet? Go ahead.
Me?
Sure. Do you want to read the first word?
Yes.
What's the first word?
Grain.
Grains, right. And who wants to read the next? Go ahead.
Proteins.
Uh-huh. And what's the next one? Go ahead. Fruits. And the next? Go ahead.
Vegetables.
Vegetables. And what's the last one? Go ahead.
Dairy.
Dairy, exactly. So now we're going to take all of the fruits and vegetables that are on the right side of the page, and we're going to match them up. I see several of you are already getting started. So the first word is strawberries. Where do strawberries go? Uh-huh. Fruits, very good. How about cereal? Grains. Wow, you're really smart. How about a whole grain bagel? Go ahead.
Where?
Like a whole grain bagel. Where would that go? Grains, exactly right. You're right. All right, we also have apples. Okay, you want to answer that one?
Fruits.
Exactly. How about cheese? Where would cheese go? Right here?
Dairy.
Here. Wow, you guys are so smart. You all know all of this, don't you? How about turkey? Go ahead. Proteins, great. Where do you think eggs would go?
Dairy.
Well, let's think. Eggs. Does anybody else have another guess?
Protein.
Proteins, that's exactly right. Let's see, nuts. Where would nuts go? Right here?
Grains.
No, let's think again. Where else would nuts go?
Dairy.
Not quite dairy.
Proteins.
Proteins, you're right. So if we're ever eating a full lunch and we're like, what can we have for a protein? A nut is a great source of protein. And that's almonds, peanuts, walnuts, every kind of nut you can think of. They're all great sources of protein. How about a sweet potato?
Vegetables.
Vegetables, great. Bananas? Fruits? How about 1% milk?
Oh.
Yes. Dairy, exactly right. Squash,
Vegetables.
vegetables, yogurt, dairy, green beans.
Vegetables.
You're good. You know all of these, don't you? Cucumbers. Right here. Not quite. Cucumbers are green. Vegetables, that's right. How about black beans?
Black beans. Black beans are a vegetable.
Green beans are a vegetable. How about black beans? Here's somebody. You're right there. Yeah.
Protein.
You're absolutely right. Another great source of protein would be beans, and you can even add rice with that. That's a great meal, isn't it? How about brown rice? Where would that go?
That will go into grains.
Into grains. Perfect. So you guys really know your fruits, vegetables, grains, and proteins, and dairy. You know all those different fruit groups. I'm so proud to hear that. Well, let's think about this. If I hand you each out a fruit, a vegetable, a protein, or a grain, do you think you guys could make a full lunchbox with that?
No.
Maybe. Let me hand you out some foods, okay? And everybody's gonna have a different food. And as you have your food, try to decide where you would want your food to go. You need to get some more.
Do you know what that is? Very good.
Is everybody thinking about where theirs will go? I'm gonna grab some more right over here.
Goes to vegetable. Those are beans. Can we just ask about the vegetarian? It goes to vegetable.
Oh my, what? Who's here?
Macaroni! All right, does everybody have their food? Yeah, we do. Okay. Now that we've reviewed all of our different food groups, what we have to do is think about which food group the food in our hand will go in. Does everybody know what food group their food belongs in? Vegetables, grains, yes. And for you, what do you have? A bowl of rice. Where would that go? Do you know? Can anybody help? Grains, exactly right. Good job. You have a salad. Where would that go?
Salads go to vegetable.
Good. What do you have?
Grapes and mine's fruit.
Yeah. Well, they could be blueberries or grapes, but blueberries and grapes are both fruits. What do you have? Okay. And back here, what do you have? You have corn. And corn is a vegetable. Yeah?
Oh,
Yeah. It's kind of funny the way corn is. Sometimes people make cornbread and all kinds of things, but that corn just like that is a vegetable. What do you have? Do you know what that is? It's like lunch meat for your sandwiches. Where would that go? Can anybody help them? Where would lunch meat go? Proteins, exactly. So you have a protein. Our lunch meat on our sandwich is a protein. What do you have? Exactly right. What do you have? And where does chicken go? Good. And what do you have?
I have eggs.
And where would eggs go?
Proteins.
Great.
Broccoli, vegetables.
Great.
Orange, vegetable, and fruits.
Fruits, good. What do you have? And where does a banana go? Great. What do you
I
have?
have macaroni and cheese, and I think it would go in dairy.
You know, that's what's great about macaroni and cheese. It has both dairy and grains. So if you just had a pasta, like with your spaghetti or something like that, that would be a grain. But since he has cheese on his, he gets a bonus. He also has dairy. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna lay these out in different corners of the room.